And how about Heinicke? Because it was alleged that Desmond Ridder had a concussion, then he was cleared, and then the decision was made to stick with Heinicke, much like Stefanski made the decision to not put Deshaun Watson back on the field the week before. How's it look going forward? Because Heinicke, we all know, Heinicke gets a chance to get in there. Heinicke's going to do Heinicke stuff.
Baller.
You know, he's going to operate in a fashion. He's probably not going to turn the ball over much. He won't. He's not going to put up prolific numbers, but he's going to inspire, lead the boys. Is he the new quarterback for the Falcons, you think?
Well, I think people have been waiting for them to go to Taylor Heinicke, and it just keeps being pushed back and pushed back. And Arthur Smith and they've been very supportive of Desmond Ridder. I think yesterday was about the fact that he was being evaluated for the concussion. He clears the protocol, whatever. But I think that right now, Desmond Ridder's their guy. They've stood squarely behind him, and they really haven't wavered off that. Now, if Arthur Smith comes out at a different time and says, okay, Taylor Heinicke, everybody's, I think, suspected that would happen at some point. It hasn't. It just hasn't. They keep riding with Ridder. That's the way they've been doing it. And my guess is that's what they'll continue to do until further notice.
Yeah, he's been on our show obviously a lot, and he has been very much like, look at crucial situations for Desmond. Look at this for Desmond Ridder. Yeah, can't do that. Got to get better. It's like they're trying to make him the guy. It's almost like we know what we have with Heinicke. Okay? We know what we have with Heinicke. We knew that there was going to be some learning curves here. We're going to stick with Desmond Ridder. I don't know if Falcons fans are necessarily as excited.
They're being very patient with him. And they want to see him continuing to play, and they want to see him continuing to grow. And that's why I think when people saw Heinicke go there, they thought, well, it's only a matter of time. But that time hasn't come yet. And so they're continuing to stand by Ridder, and that's what they've been doing.
Hey, it's an old school approach.
Yeah.
You know, because nowadays it's, hey, we need this now. We need a decision made now. Back in the day, it was like not as much coverage. There wasn't as much social media. You didn't get a chance to hear how mad everybody was at all times that they are with fan bases. So you could sit through a year or two of a guy learning, growing, throwing picks, making the same mistake, and then hope, you know what? 3 years from now, he's a guy. We got a guy. It's not like that anymore. That would be a very old school approach from Arthur Smith and the Falcons, and it might pay off.
Yeah.
It might be a huge payoff at some point. But the Falcons...
We'll see. I just think the environment and the climate in which these players have to go make their mark, or a coach has to go, it's brutal, because if it doesn't happen right away, they get written off for a long period. It's tough to bounce back from that.
Yes.
Very few people are mentally strong enough or get enough time to be able to bounce back from a bumpy, rocky start. And so that's just the world we live in right now.